So she's kind of forward there. Not gonna let her step in until she gets those hips over. You notice I'm very quiet with my flag. Good, and then back her off. Almost. Bring one back on. Having to bring my flag in a little bit. And then one off. So I'm just going to try to go through a bunch of repetitions here. See if I can get her to lower herself down. Right here, she's trying really hard, so I'm not adding pressure at all. Just waiting, seeing if she can figure out how to set that back foot down. She's halfway there. Now add just a little pressure. And again, it's feather light. It's very, very little. Almost. Come back on. And back off. A little bit of pressure. Add a little pressure. Back on. And back off. She's so close. There, she almost did it. She kind of halfway did it. She left a foot on as the other one stepped down. Scoot her over a little bit. Good. Back on. She did it! She left her one front foot in. Good, so right there, I'm going to really reward her for that. Let her just stand there, take a break. Very good. That's the last sticky spot to this trailer loading with her, and that's just lowering herself down with one hind leg. She wants to pop off with both hind legs. And that's natural for a horse that's very panicked about this, but as she gets good at lowering herself down, she's never going to have trailer loading issues again. Might even back her all the way off and give her a little break right there. Good girl. Okay, break's over. Back in. Nope, don't swing over here. Good. The shoulders over. Now I'm going to be a little more particular. She wants to move her shoulders towards me. I'm going to move her over a little bit. So it was her right hind that she lowered her left hind down with. See if she can do it again. There she goes. There's two. Two in a row. And she stayed really straight here. She didn't come off of the trailer, the inside. Good girl. Back on. Maybe she'll lower herself down with her left hind now. Add a little bit of pressure. Very light. And she did it! Did it with her left hind. Good job, baby. Good job. See how she feels almost unbalanced there? Yeah, balance. That's probably the big issue. Is she just doesn't know how to lower that leg. It's like doing one-legged squats, and she has a hard time doing that. She's not unathletic. She's actually very athletic. It seems like, but she'll figure it out. And once she does, this will be easy for her. So she's scooting over to my left, to her left. I don't like that. And there's two in a row with her left hind. Good girl. Good girl. I'm going to give her a little break right here, and then I'm going to put both feet back, give her a break, and then all 4 feet back, give her a break. Good, so she's done 2. She's lowered herself down twice with her left hind and twice with her right hind. Now you're scooting, you're in my space here. Scoot over. That's where I like you. Good, scoot over. Girl. Good. You can see kind of her tendency to still want to move that front over. Now there is an angle, to be fair with her, there is an angle here to this front of the trailer. So if it were squared in the front, it would be easier. But I still want her front feet to stay relatively over there, even if she has to turn left a little with her head. Almost. And go right back to backing. Come in and back. So she steps off with both hind feet. I'm okay with that. I'll just bring her right back in and try it again. Only time I'm going to let her rest is if she lowers herself down with 1 foot. There's one of those scenarios where she swung over to her left as she stepped off. She's reaching for it, trying to find that ground. A little bit of pressure. Almost. I might just let her rest with 3 in. Kind of reminder of the position I want her to end in. Okay, now she's having a hard time just stepping in with 3. She wants to step in with 4. See if she can find it. A little bit of pressure. Right there, let her rest like that. Can't quite find it. There she goes. That's number 3. Whew. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to bring her back in. Move over. I'm not putting any pressure on her. Let's see if she can figure it out here. Now I'm going to add a little pressure. And when I say add a little pressure, I'm just grabbing the lead rope and I'm reaching towards her neck. Just slightly. Almost. Move over. I'm going to try something. I'm just going to unload her and load her a number of times here. Just get her comfortable. I'm not going to be careful about it. Just get her to step off pretty quickly instead of taking her time. Girl, move her over a little. Just going to work on repeating down and up, down and up, down and up multiple times here. She still has a lot of fear about stepping off, so I'm going to use repetition here. Good girl. See, if I had allowed her to right there, I think she would have kept 3 feet in. Move over. Good girl. Just getting way too in my space here, so I'm going to move her over. That's better. Good girl. As a general rule, if a horse goes to poop, I'm just going to keep moving them like I would otherwise. They should be able to move and poop at the same time. Now, backing up is a little harder for them to move and poop. If she'll take me up, if she'll just unload with 1 foot, I'll allow her to stop. Like that. But if she steps down, keep her moving. Get another repetition in. Still moving over to her left more than I'd like. So I'm watching for her to take me up on 1 foot in. But if she won't, I'm just going to keep her moving. Oh, nope. I don't want that habit. She's starting to lean left again. So she's reverting to old habit. Very good. That was enter very nicely. And almost let her go. Back in. Good. Oh, I like that. I should have probably let her rest there when she left 1 front foot in. If she'll do that, I'll let her rest. Good. So back feet and front feet are very similar. Her front feet, she wants to drag them. She puts her weight on her front end and she drags them off of the trailer. So if I can get her to step off the trailer to weight bear on 1 foot while she steps off instead of dragging herself off, that's good. So fronts and backs, I want her to be able to do that. We're not going to take our time there. Basically, I'll take her up on that. Good. Her standing there and shaking and being hesitant about stepping off, she's tiring herself out think about if you stand on one leg for a long time and try to lower yourself and just stand there, that's going to really exhaust that leg. So I kind of went to more of a, let's just move off and move on, move off and move on until you're willing to just lower yourself down. Like that. Good girl. Getting on is getting really smooth. I'd like the getting off to be just as smooth here. And she is wet. She was sweat, but half of it is the heat today. That's that situation where they lean and fall as they step off. Back on. That was sweet. Coming on. Very good. Oh. I remember last time, the first session, she really pushed me into the corner a number of times. Scoot over. She's tried it a little bit here, pushing me into the corner, but not much. Very less pushy than she was last time. Right there. Oh. Good girl. Move her over. Hey, move over. See if she'll lower herself down. So now I'm going to slow it down a little bit. She had that one pretty good, but the weight bearing foot was just too far forward. She's definitely very unique as far as this issue goes. You feel like this trailer's hard because it's tall? Yeah. If it were like half this height, she'd be doing it perfectly. Then we can move to a taller trailer. So, you know, one thing in the future, like if I did this again, I might find some kind of platform for her to step down to that would be halfway in between the ground and the trailer floor. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one to practice on. It's a good one to refine on, you know. But if a horse is really struggling, you know, obviously a lower trailer would be easier to start. Right there. I liked how she kind of moved over on her own there. One in. Yeah, she's, you know, we'll work on this a little bit more, but most likely we'll have to do one more session. It probably won't take very long, or we'll see, like if you work with her, we'll see if you can get her to figure out how to put the weight down. We're running into where she's getting a little less responsive because she's hot and tired. Yeah, practice on a lower one.
Her horse has got calf really bad, so she can't use the dry now that
If you see her front feet are way back there. That's because she's that force is coming through abdominals. So that's where they risk slipping down, slamming into you as they go down. You know, she got it a couple times on both legs, and I thought, oh, this is really going to go well here, but she's obviously, recently she's not getting any better. That was a decent lowering. She lowered really well, but then she came off. Here we are.
It looks impressive how she can balance on that really lit, but I think it's just really showing how much weight she's putting on those front feet.
Yeah, she's putting on.
Man, she should be slipping off that thing.
Yeah, she's putting a lot of weight on those front feet. That's how she's balancing on that rubber in the back. Yeah, that's a good observation. Mm-hmm. This is going to be so good for her overall, like her trail riding, her ability to just balance on those feet. Okay. I'm gonna back her up. I'm gonna walk her around and give her a little break, and then I'm just gonna work on it one more time before we call it a day. Good girl. Good gal. She's on the verge of a huge breakthrough, for sure. When you're leading your horse, you want to make sure that your horse stops when you stop, backs up when you back up, if that's what you're intending them to do. If you check them when you're leading them, check in with them and make sure they're connected to you. If they're not, if I stop, if I'm walking forward and I stop and she keeps walking, that means she's not connected mentally to me. And I need to make sure and stop her, back her up until she'll stop with me, back up with me. Till we're dancing together. Leading is one of those simple exercises you can do whenever you're with your horse. You can be working with them, doing something. And I like to, when I'm leading them, make sure that they're connected to me. This will help build your relationship with your horse. If you stop and your horse walks past you, they're not thinking about you, they're thinking about something else. So your relationship isn't as solid as you might think it is if they don't stop when you stop, back up when you back up. So this isn't hard for her. So we're working on this a little bit before we go back to the trailer. Now right there, automatically she swerved to the left. So I'm going to ask her to go to the right. Like that. I'm just going to back her off. If she'll give me 3 in, I'm going to stop. If not, just keep going. Nope. She still wants to sway a little to her left when she takes that first step forward. Push into me. Good. She left her right front on the trailer that time. It's really good. That was a hesitation. That was pretty good. Ultimately, that's all I'm really looking for, is for her to just step off carefully. I love that she's leaving the front foot in when she steps off. That means she's not pulling both feet down when she steps off. Lowering herself down. Good girl. See? Yeah. And that time, did you see her head drop down? It's because she still went to kind of lose her balance and throw her head down and forward, but she caught herself because she kept that right foot in. That was really good. She's going to be a trailer loading pro before long. Yeah, build a bridge and practice backing down a bridge. Yeah, that's a great idea, backing off of a bridge or off of a platform. Anytime you can back her down or off something, do that. A berm, yeah. Yeah, that's a good start. Down any kind of hill. Anything that's not level is a good start. She's trying to balance herself.
She's trying so hard.
Good job. They're not in the best position, but she did it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let her come off. Good, the left front in. You can do it. Waterboy is one of the best movies. I love that movie. Hey, crowding me there. Reverting a little bit to shifting to her left. Horses don't rise to the occasion. They always fall to the level of their preparation. And we're the same. So when things get ugly, we become our worst selves. Horses too. She kind of pushed into me there in that corner. Almost. She did it. Good job, baby. Now I might just bring her in here and actually give her a little break right here. Okay. That was better control. Don't push me in that corner. She wants to get right up in that corner. You can tell she feels like she's going to get a break if she gets up in that corner. So there's something real positive to that, and that is she's wanting to rest inside this trailer, which will make her more likely to just enjoy being in here and not be panicked in here. You know, when you drove her over the other day, she was pawing and the trailer was shaking like there was an earthquake.
Yeah.
She didn't paw coming back, huh? Yeah.
And she didn't go all the way back here. She was so silent. I opened the door and she was just like, get me out of here. I'm so tired. Like, doing the call with her, running around, and she didn't even look at him. She was like,
She'll feel about the same today. A little tired.
good girl. Look at you go.
That is 2 in a row right there. That's really good. So now I might back her all the way off and let her rest down on the bottom here. She's a little better putting weight on that right hind and stepping down with her left hind. Just going to let her rest, but I want her to rest when she lowers herself down. She pushed on me a little bit, just push back. You got this, baby girl. That was really good. That was by far the best. Because she did it relatively quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to let her rest on the ground. Just rest right there, baby. You don't have to get in. But you do have to move your shoulders over. Good, right there. Now I'm going to let her rest in here a little bit, Now, if I can back her off with 1 foot out, I'm going to end on that, and then I'll just do a recap of the session.
Cool.
Good girl. Okay, I'm going to let her rest right there. Okay, can you make sure and zoom in? So
Yep.
just hit the 3 probably.
Gotcha.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. All right, you guys, you see she's crooked right now, and her front feet, her shoulders are closer to this side than I want to be, but she stepped off relatively quickly with just 1 foot, lowered herself down with her right hind, stepped down with her left hind. Is that where she's at? Yeah. And I'm having her rest right here. We'll just call it a day after this. She did well today. She did better. Her groundwork was much better than last time. Getting on was much better, and even getting off was better as well. Even her owner was able to back her off before we even started the session. But her struggle is being able to lower herself down with one either front foot or hind foot. So I would like to probably do one more session with her. I'm going to have her owner practice with her, and then I might do one more session with her just to make sure that we really refine that and get to where she can step off, lower herself down with a front foot, and lower herself down with a hind foot. If she can do that really consistently, then all that fear and all that escaping either backwards or forwards through this trailer are going to go away, and she's going to stand quietly in the trailer. She'll back out easily out of the trailer, come in easily, and she's just going to be a great trailer loading horse. That's the kind of horse you want. That's the kind of horse we're looking for when it comes to going out on the trail. If you're going to haul your horse anywhere, and usually horses have to be hauled if you're selling your horse, or if you're moving to a new location, or if you're going on a trail ride or going to an event, you have to get them in the trailer. And so we want our horses to be nice and relaxed inside the trailer. This is all part of the process. This was her session 2. I'm happy with her. I look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, be thankful, live with purpose, live with passion, and as always, stay safe in the saddle.